I ain't gonna hold you. God damn, I bust my ass. That low key was loud as fuck. Alright. Welcome back to the I Am Bruce Lee World channel. Obviously, this is your boy Bruce Lee. Before we get started with today's video, y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow, kick all y'all asses. That was better. Know I do already. Follow me on all my social medias: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. These are I Am Bruce Leroy. And yes, I understand TikTok's gonna be over with on January 19th. But until then, everything's that I Am Bruce Leroy. We didn't fuck up the intro. Let's get it. Oh! Alright. I had to get that out. A little Will Smith ass scream. Oh! Alright, let me chill out. Alright, okay, my fault. Alright, so let's obviously do the fuck. So as I said it didn't fuck up, I fucked up. Anyway, like we always do the Eagles weekly recap. We currently have 12 wins. We clinched the playoff berth last week when we faced was it Baltimore? No, what the fuck was it? Was it the Rams? I think it was the Rams. I think we played the Rams and we beat the Carolina Panthers. That was last week. And pardon. We beat the Carolina Panthers last week. And we clinched playoff berth after winning that game. So the next step for us this week was to clinch the NFC East. We couldn't do that because New Orleans Commanders ended up beating New Orleans. So we would have to beat the Commanders this upcoming week in order for us to get control of the NFC East. And thank you, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, for beating the Detroit Lions. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all, man. That's my dog. That's my dog. Those my dogs. Those my dogs. My fault. All right. I don't know why I'm a little bit too excited. I got to calm the fuck down. All right. So we're here to recap the Eagles of the Pittsburgh game. There's a lot. A Sasquatch sounding ass nigga. Anyway, there's a lot to have a conversation about because there's a lot of things that took place before this game, which is kind of funny because these last couple of weeks has not really been it's not really been that eventful. It's not really been that eventful prior to this game, but there's been a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. So the first thing I want to have a conversation about is Deebo Samuel and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't wish bad on too many teams. And I don't really celebrate too many teams' downfall. But I'm definitely going to celebrate the 49ers' downfall. Deebo talking all this shit. Oh, man, I need the ball more. I need the ball more. You need a goddamn fashion designer because this motherfucker up here dressing like a goddamn Chippendale stripper and shit every time we go to the fucking game. Nigga up here dressing like Mariah Carey in 2004. Now, anyway, outside of that shit I just said, I'm very happy that the 49ers are not going to make a playoff this year. I really am. Number one, they talked way entirely too much shit about the Philadelphia Eagles for a long time. And instead of taking their loss, I remember the first time we played them and Hassan Reddick was wrecking havoc. That's the year they went to the Super Bowl in 2022. Instead of taking their loss, I mean, yes, I'm sure Brock Purdy would have helped the situation if he was healthy, but he wasn't. He got knocked out the game. It happens, okay? If anything happened to Jalen Hurts, y'all wouldn't have batted an eye, and I wouldn't have expected you to. But when they had to start acting like sore losers, you know, that raised an eyebrow. Then they were so happy to the point where they were up there acting like they were cool with Cowboys fans. We're like, yeah, and then Nick Bosa was on the motherfucking interview talking about some, yeah, Cowboys fans, we gave y'all the blueprint to Jalen Hurts. Where's the fucking blueprint to Cancun, nigga? Where's the travel plans? Y'all niggas flying Spirit? Huh? How y'all getting there? How y'all getting there? Do one of the motherfucking Wilbur Orville goddamn airplanes and shit? How y'all getting there? Do an Iron Man suit? Y'all got goddamn Jarvis on speed dial? Huh? How y'all gonna get to Cancun? How y'all gonna get to Cancun? Answer the question. Answer the question, jerk. Answer the question. Now, I'm very happy at their downfall. happened very soon right after ours. See, we had a slice of humble pie ourselves. Because in a matter of 7 weeks, we became the worst team in the NFL. Okay? This is a fact. In a matter of 7 weeks, we had Super Bowl aspirations, and everything just went downhill. We had a little bit of adversity the first half of the season right before our bye. Then things started to look up. And they are, because we have 10 straight wins. Now, we've had our slice of humble pie, and we've responded. It's going to be very interesting to see how the 49ers respond to this type of adversity. But honestly, I'm just so happy that the motherfuckers are not going to be in the playoffs, that everybody's going to be in Cancun. Everybody's going to be getting interviews about, who's going to win the Super Bowl. And I hopefully we're one of the team. We're the team representing the NFC. That's the goal. All right? I don't see why I shouldn't. Because I truthfully think we match up well. And I love Jared Goff. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm a fan of Jameson Williams. I love I live in Chicago, so I'm definitely a fan of David Montgomery. That Gibbs guy who came from Alabama, he nice too. I like the little 1-2 punch they got going on in Detroit. I respect that dude Sewell and them offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? I respect all. I respect for he's not playing. He's out for the season, but I have a lot of respect for Aiden Hutchinson. You know what I'm saying? And just a lot. And I like Dan Campbell too. You know what I'm saying? So I got respect for Detroit. I ain't gonna shit on Detroit. I'm very happy that they're successful, but I feel like that we match up well against them because think about it like this. Who are their best, most consistent wide receiver? Amon-Ra St. Brown. Who do we have that's going to be able to hold up their end on the bargain? Quayon Mitchell. Locked up, they won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Now, all this shit talking. Yeah, man, I need the ball more. Well, you got the ball. You got the ball. It was thrown to you. You just never took it with you. You never took it with you. Then, he made the same salty-ass, trail mix-ass faces he be making. Some goddamn sunflower seed-ass faces. Because he knew that he fucked up. It was at that moment that he knew he fucked up. But I'm very happy. All the dirty shit, Greenlaw, Hufungus, a.k.a. fake-ass Troy Polamalu, I'm very happy that they had their slice of humble pie this year. Cowboys been having a slice of humble pie. It's just been more or less of a roller coaster. But now it's just, things have taken a sharp turn. They're now off the cliff. Okay. Now, I would never thought a day in my life that I would low-key be more irritated and annoyed at fans more than either Cowboys fans or Giants fans, but 49er fans have taken the fucking cake, and they're gonna take some cake and a big ass slice of humble pie with some goddamn apples. And said we're gonna pour a whole goddamn bottle of cinnamon on that motherfucking pie. Enjoy that, nigga. I stole the pie. I stole the pie. We're gonna make sure we're gonna give you that motherfucker scalding hot to be like, there you go, it's ready to eat. You're gonna be like, oh. You that motherfucker scalding hot like damn near burn my tongue. So I'm happy. I'm very happy that the 49ers are not going to be in the playoffs this year. That's what the fuck they get for all the dirty shit that they did against us. That's what the fuck they get for what happened with Big Dom. That's what the fuck they get for Devontae Smith. That's what they get for fucking who Fungus did to Jalen Hurts. See, I got receipts. Hold on. Let me pull out one right now. Man, fuck that. I ain't got time. Y'all not worth the fucking trouble to go on my goddamn wall to pull out a receipt. They're not worth the fucking trouble. All right? So I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been doing some trolling on Deebo Samuel. Because he deserved it. That's what you get. You want to continuously talk shit. See, I wouldn't let one slide. Because you was my favorite wide receiver at one point in time. I wouldn't let one slide. Not no more. You lead your team in drops. Because Brandon Ayuk is gone, so they have to rely on you. You have to be the number one target. Not anymore. But I'll tell you what you will be the target of. My trolling and my clowning. You will be the target of that, nigga. You will be that. And it's a good thing you wear red. Because that's the colors of Target anyway. Hello, hello. When I say goodbye, say hello. Fuck out of here, nigga. Enjoy that seat, nigga, watching us in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs, against my GOAT. Sit y'all asses down. Sit the fuck down, niggas. Sit down. Sit y'all ass down. Sit down, nigga. Now, that's what y'all get. Make that seat nice and comfy for you motherfuckers, nigga. No cushion. That motherfucker gonna feel like the back of a squad car, nigga. Y'all niggas, if y'all, listen, I ain't never been in jail. But y'all, if I sat in the back of a squad car before, and let me tell you something right now, that's one of the most inhumane ass fucking seats known to man. That bitch ain't no joke, bruh. We gonna make you sit in one of them bitches. Fuck a couch, fuck a futon, fuck a goddamn patio chair, nigga. Get you one of them goddamn, matter of fact, we gonna get you one of them goddamn, them bleachers that be outside in softball games. We'll get you one of those, nigga. Have a big ass, you see these ridges right here? Put in the back of your ass. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Sit y'all ass down. Sit down. Sit down, nigga. Sit. Sit. Yeah. That sound like the 49ers be fucking sitting this year. Sit y'all motherfucking asses down. Now, moving forward. I gotta tell you another nigga that I gotta get on, and I gotta curse the fuck out. Aaron Rodgers. A-Rod, whatever the fuck you call yourself. A-Rod the second. Because I know Alex Rodriguez is technically A-Rod. Whatever the fuck you call yourself. Discount double check. Whatever. I'm going to discount double check your ass today, nigga. Hold on. Come on, shit. You look, I can't find a piece of paper. You look, I can't find. I'm going to discount double check your ass today, nigga. It's going to be like I'm filing your taxes. I'm going to discount double check your ass. It's going to be like, nigga, I'm going in more on your ass than the IRS, nigga. Right before tax season, motherfucker. You going to have a very Merry Christmas, nigga. Merry Christmas, motherfucker. Now, Aaron Rodgers. A-Rod. Shut the fuck up about the Eagles. Shut the fuck about any of the other 31 teams outside of the New York Jets. I guess you and Pat McAfee have some kind of relationship, whatever the case may be. And he's paying you he's paying you a decent salary on top of the, you gouging or you robbing the goddamn Jets organization that could be using to pay young players and allow them to build upon their future. You're taking away the resources through you sticking up the joint. Aaron Rodgers. You have not really played well this year. You can blame the offensive line. You could blame the fucking MetLife Stadium and the Meadowlands and shit. You could blame the weather, even though you played in Green Bay your whole fucking career. All right? You could blame shit. I mean, they was missing some yellow in that goddamn green. This green too goddamn dark. We never really wore black uniforms. I never wore a black uniform. Bro, you could blame it, nigga. You could blame the fucking birds in the sky. You could blame the planes. You could blame the ref. You could blame the goddamn commentators. You could blame anybody, bro. You could blame Queen Naja if you want. No, I'm playing. You are the primary reason. Not the only reason, but the primary reason why the Jets haven't done a fucking thing this year. Because you have made it about you. I mentioned this before a couple videos ago. When it came time to, getting reacclimated because he had the ACL injury on Monday night. So coming into this year, rather than getting reacclimated with his teammates, being there for his teammates for mandatory minicamp, this motherfucker decided to go with the nigga to go with Adam Sandler on Hotel Transylvania, to go look at bats and shit, to go find Bruce Wayne training and shit with goddamn Alfred. I mean, this nigga was up here smoking goddamn moss off of goddamn cave walls and shit. Even Garrett Wilson threw a couple shots at your ass because people frustrated about how the fuck that you're supposed to be the leader of the team people are supposed to follow, and you're not even holding up your end of the bargain by showing up when you're supposed to because you want special treatment. I'm going to be honest with you. This is the truth. I used to have a ton of respect for Aaron Rodgers because I thought he was a tremendous player. I just thought that, for some reason, he just always came up short. It is what it is. But I always thought he was a tremendous player. But now, as time has evolved and his play is on a decline, and in my personal opinion, I think it's time for Aaron Rodgers to hang up the cleats. He doesn't need another team. He doesn't need another weapon. He doesn't need to bring Jerry Rice out of fucking retirement. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need to pull off a fucking weird-ass blockbuster trade to get Tyreek Hill. He needs to fucking retire. Hang them goddamn cleats up. Go get that locker space to somebody else. It's over with. It's done. His career is over with. He's never going to play. And I don't give a fuck about this little 300-ass yard. I mean, listen, he should have at least one game, right? He at the end of the day, through everything he's done in Green Bay, he's a top 10 quarterback of all time. I would argue probably top 6 or 7. Okay, I can't take that away from him. As much as I don't like this nigga and how he's been acting this year, because he's a very self-centered individual, and it's coming out more now because he's not playing well, and it's very apparent. And so, with this crybaby ass nigga, who's probably higher than a goddamn Boeing 747. Higher than a goddamn seagulls migrating from the Midwest to the South and shit. So what this nigga decided to do is take shots at ESPN and other analysts for doing their job, criticizing him. I apologize, Dan Orlovsky. Not everybody's... Sorry, my fault. I'm tweaking. I apologize, A-Rod the second. Then not everybody's going to be Pat McAfee. Not everybody's going to be Dan Orlovsky. Some people are going to give you the just criticism that you deserve. Regardless if they played football or not. Anybody who's a fan of football can see you have not played well this year. And I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about your vintage Rodgers is back. Where the fuck was this about 10 weeks ago? Nobody gives a fuck. Teams, they take y'all ass serious. Y'all not making the playoffs. Why the fuck would a team take y'all serious? Y'all not making the playoffs. So they'll let, bullshit. Oh, my God. Vintage A-Rod is back. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I think Devontae Adams is going to stay another year. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Mike McCarthy might come over there, too, next year. Oh, my God. Get the fuck out of here. Randall Cobb might be coming, too. Oh, my God. Maybe Jordy Nelson. Oh, my God. Maybe Clay Matthews too, shit. Oh my God. Or BJ Raji. Oh my God. Clinton Dix. Oh my God. Man, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You trash, nigga. You washed up. You been through a car wash, nigga. You got soap in your eyes. You can't see shit. You can't see that it's you. You accept no accountability for the shortcomings of the Jets. You are not a leader anymore. You used to be a leader. You're not a leader. Anytime shit doesn't go your way, it's everybody else's fault. It's the media and people that, quote unquote, don't know the game. Well, I do know this, nigga. You've been playing like shit. And listen, I don't like Shannon Sharp's takes all the time. I think when he talks about the Eagles, majority of the time, he don't know what the fuck he's saying. But I do agree on one thing. We got to hold this nigga Aaron Rodgers accountable. That's what I'm going to do today. Stop mentioning my motherfucking team, nigga. We may got the same colors or similar colors, nigga, but we are not the same, nigga. Jet your ass back to your motherfucking team and deal with your sorry ass season. And soak like everybody else, mourn like everybody else. Cause it's your fault, nigga. You got coaches fired, you got a GM fired. All because you accepted no accountability and didn't elevate your play when the team needed you. You didn't show leadership even in the offseason before the season even began. Because you thought that shit, I'm already in the Hall of Fame, so it don't even fucking matter. The hell with the rest of them. I don't have to go to mandatory minicamp. I'm Aaron fucking Rodgers. You a self-centered ass nigga. And because of your self-centeredness and your selfishness, and your lack of accountability and your erratic ass behavior, you costed this team a season, and you've costed this team multiple draft picks that they could use to rebuild their future. They don't need you, right? I would like to see Shador take y'all team. Because, you know, the majority of the team's already built. You got Breece Hall, you got Garrett Wilson, you got a defense that just needs to, you know, the offense to help out a little bit, and need a defensive coordinator that actually knows what they're doing and knows how to. Similar to what happened with us with Vic Fangio, that's why I fuck the Jets. The Jets need like a veteran guy who's tough, tenacious, and understands how to call a defense. And I think the Jets are going to be straight. But Aaron Rodgers, shut the fuck up about my team. Don't talk about my team. Don't talk about my team. Shut the fuck up about, like, we good over here. We don't need your opinion. We don't give a shit about your opinion about us. We do not. At all. I don't want to hear shit. Shut up, nigga. Stay underground in that cave and start sulking about how you pissed away a season. That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Shut the fuck up. Washed up ass nigga. Now, I'm done talking about this fucking has-been. Creed. Come on, Creed. Yeah, you better run. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now, Devondre Campbell, going back to the 49ers about how he decided to quit on his team in the third quarter. There's a couple things that run through my mind in the situation. Obviously, you don't do that with your team. And John Lynch being upset and suspending him to 3 games and, you know, being angry as he was and the team being angry at it. You know, all by his side about how I feel about the 49ers. Everybody in that locker room has every right to feel a type of way about the situation and feel angry and frustrated by a guy who just sat up there, you know. You got guys on that are missing. And listen, Drake Greenlaw, I feel like he be doing some dirty shit, but he is an outstanding player. I got to give him that. All bias, it's like he's an outstanding player. So he's out. I'm sure they would fucking give up their whole hand to get fucking Drake Greenlaw back. Okay? So you holding up a spot that some young person that's hungrier than you that actually wants to play, you holding up a spot because you're concerned about it. So this nigga say he's an underwear model. Yeah, you right. And I could be on GQ with my pimple face ass and my big ass gums and small shark teeth. Yeah, you right. You absolutely fucking right. Nigga up here looking like a fucking, like, man, I don't want to even disrespect somebody else by even comparing to somebody, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro. There's a couple things that brought to my mind in the situation. One is, I think that I think this guy took too many hits. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it's CTE, but it's something. Some sort of brain, you know, some sort of damage that, like, it's coming out. Right? I don't want to say CTE, but CTE. I don't want to say that. But, you know, as a football player, especially one that's been a veteran, because I remember him from Atlanta. Clearly something's not right. Because he's been in the league for a long ass time. And at one point in time, especially in Atlanta, he was actually a pretty good player. So I don't know what happened down the line. I don't get it. How he sits up there and say, I don't want to play anymore. I don't understand where that comes from. So either this man has had brain damage and it's clearly coming out right now, or he just basically just don't give a fuck. And I find it hard to believe, because if this was really I don't give a fuck, if he was really I don't give a fuck type of player, I don't think he would have lasted in the league this long. So something's not right. But again, everybody has every right to feel some type of way about the situation. If everybody's putting their goddamn life on the line and they giving it they all, they putting their life in danger to win a fucking football game, and you just sit up there and say, I'm basically quitting on your fucking team. I mean, I be pissed off too. I don't blame, all bias aside by my shit talking earlier, I don't blame them for being upset. I don't blame even the GM, because John Lynch, talk about a physical player. You know what I'm saying? Like, he played the game at a high level. He's arguably a Hall of Famer. And he's also, so he understands 100%. Not only does he understand, like, obviously, because he's involved in football operations, he understands as a former player. You know what I mean? So, of course, that's going to hit a little bit, that's going to hit home. You know what I'm saying? So, I did it in that situation. I can't get on the guy too much, because it's like, if this really was the type of person he was, it would have showed up a long time ago. To me, I just think that, some shit happened where, something changed up here. And it's just like, it's not right. So I know like everybody's going to go overkill. You don't do that. What the hell are you doing? You act like a fucking bum. But it's like, if he really was all of those things, why didn't it show up when he was in Atlanta? It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Because Atlanta wasn't really doing shit outside of maybe, 2017 when they went to New England. So why didn't that behavior show up? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna overkill on a guy like everybody else is doing. So I'm gonna wrap that up. The last thing I want to talk about before we get into this game officially is Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. I don't get into topics like these. I really don't, because to be honest with you, it's not my business. I'm going to try to offer my perspective and not try to regurgitate what everybody else said, because what's understood doesn't necessarily need to be explained. I'll put it to you like this. At some point, we're looking at these situations. You kind of have to do the Charleston White approach. Now, here's the thing. I wish the best, genuinely wish the best for Travis Hunter and his girlfriend, and I hope that the lens that we're looking at, or what it appears to be, or what seems obvious to us, isn't what it is. And I hope that we're wrong, and I hope that, it ends up being this way. Here's the thing, okay? Number one, Travis Hunter, you're the most polarizing player in college football right now. Obviously, Alshon Gentry has made his statement, but you're the most polarizing player because of the fact that you're the first player to be elite at two positions. We've never seen this before in at all. I mean, we've seen people play two positions, but to play it at the elite level Travis Hunter did hasn't necessarily been done before. So he's the most polarizing player in college right now. By the way, congratulations to him for winning a Heisman Trophy as well. So here's the reality situation. You understand, I hope he understands how famous that he actually is, because he's very fucking famous. Okay? So this is what the smart thing would have been to do. All your relationships, you have to keep them private. Okay? And the reason why you have to keep it private, because you can't then get mad when we see something don't seem right. Y'all showing us this picture of like a sunny landscape with some hills on there. And then we're telling you, okay, I see how you made the puzzle. Nice that you finished the puzzle, but there's a piece on there that doesn't belong. It's gray, and it looks like a gray rain cloud. And it clearly looks like a gray rain cloud, and it doesn't fit with the puzzle. And we're saying, okay, this doesn't fit. But then you're saying it fits anyway. Then by all fucking means. So the Charleston White, why did I mention that? Because Charleston White, after a while, said, I've seen a few of his interviews, he be like, yo, the nigga went out the way he wanted to get out. Why the fuck are we feeling sorry for him? You understand what I'm saying? Now, in this case scenario, I hope that what appears to be isn't actually what it is. But at some point in time, it's like we have to understand this. We have to stop trying to be so invested in other people's lives, because the reality situation is, regardless if it looks good from an optic perspective or it looks the opposite, people sometimes have to face the consequences of their actions. And consequences is not necessarily a bad thing, because for every action, there's a consequence. So for every cause, because you did X, Y, and Z, therefore the effect, which in this case would be the consequence, is whatever that is. So a consequence can be a good one or it can be a bad one. It's just literally a result of an action or a set of actions taking place. That's all that is, right? So at this point in time with Travis, it's like if anything happens and anything goes haywire, I don't really feel sorry for him. And here's the reason why I don't. Because multiple people have commented, he's a grown man. He's old enough and mature enough, like your frontal lobe is developed. No, I'm not buying that shit. He's old enough and mature enough that he's got to understand the position that he's in. And understand that you have to be careful about the people that you put into your life. And when things ain't the way it seems, yes, it's tough being by yourself. Yes, it's like, oh my God, I ain't never had a girlfriend before. You know what I mean? And listen, I was like that too, nigga. I'm going to tell you right now. Bro, I was a simping ass nigga back in the day. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna name the girl, whatever, but like we had a little long-term relationship, and I thought she was gonna be my one and only for the rest of my life. And then it come to a point where it was a situation where You know, she came over to my auntie crib and shit. And like we had like a little long time. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to like rekindle the shit. And then like my cousin, she gave me some gifts and shit. To try to like, you know, to make us feel special, whatever. And to try to rekindle some shit that it wasn't meant to be. And then I ended up looking fucking stupid. And my dad knew I was trying to be like, yo, man, stop. Chill out. And I was like, no, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I was accidentally, whatever. Fuck it. But I was trying to do it. And my father was like, yo, you got to chill out, man. I didn't understand that. But I was like thirsty as fuck. And from that day on, they low-key traumatized me. But traumatized me the good way to understand that, like, bro, start reading the room. Some shit just not meant to be. Okay? And like, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you something. This is the truth. When a girl like you, it's the easiest fucking thing in the world because it doesn't feel like pulling teeth. It only feels like pulling teeth when you're trying to get somebody that doesn't like you. Okay? When you get somebody that actually likes you for you, it's so fucking easy, bro. It's literally you putting it on fucking rookie mode in Madden and shit, or rookie mode in 2K. It's easy. Like, you talk about, like, you got there in 2K be having, like, motherfucking, like, COVID, like, triple COVID distance, like fucking 18 feet of distance wide open and shit. Motherfucker, you charging down the lane on a fast break. Instead of niggas coming to you trying to take the ball away, they moving out the way and shit. like you in a motherfucking doom buggy and shit, like one of the little rascals or something. So in football, you probably like shit. It's probably like niggas is probably playing prevent defense the whole time. It's like you could just run the ball and just gash motherfuckers for 20, 30, 40 yards. You know what I'm saying? But everybody and every single adult and every person has to live with the consequences for their actions, whatever that may be, good or bad. If I tell you something, here's the thing. If I'm your friend, okay, and you bring a girl around and I see that this girl isn't really respecting you the way that she should. And I tell you, I say, hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, shit, shawty that you with right now, she acting like she against you, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's like a one-off day or some shit, but like, you either gotta check that or like, you might need to check out somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta check out another library book. Cause this one got dog ear. This one, you know what I'm saying? You know, it got a wet spot on the page. You fucking sniff it, like, oh shit, this ain't water. This smell like some urine or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, I gotta check another library book, bro, because I know you really want to read that book, but man, you gonna have to take the L. You probably have to buy the book off goddamn Kindle or some shit. But you have to figure it out because you can't read this one. I'm sorry. Like it look like it's a brown saying at the end. I can't guarantee you it's chocolate. You know what I'm saying? So if I tell you that and you say, man, get the fuck out of your business, then whatever happens to you after that, I don't feel sorry for you. So what Charles White be saying in his interviews, he be like, yo, he went out the way he wanted to go out. In this situation, I wish the best, and I hope that a lot of us are wrong. But if he ends up being in a situation, it is what it is. Another thing too, it's like motherfuckers be like, well, people going too hard. Or here's a reality situation. If a man was being verbally abusive to his woman, if his man was being emotionally abusive to his woman, this man was beating on his woman, any kind, like really just treating her like shit, motherfuckers would be like, off with this nigga head, lethal injection, every single thing, firing squad. They ain't no sympathy, but now do you want sympathy because it's a woman? That makes sense. So bad behavior can't be for a woman. I guess a woman is not a human being at all. I guess God really is a woman. I didn't know that, but that's new information to me. Okay, cool. So we can't look at her and say, you know what, you're not exhibiting healthy behaviors as a partner, right? Especially, and you're not, here's the thing, okay? Everybody got to understand their role in a relationship, right? So if I happen to be the man of a woman that's really, really famous, and I'm not famous yet, you know what my job is? To play the background. The only opinion that matters about me is not what motherfuckers say on the internet. It's literally what her feelings are towards me, and that's it. If we cooling, it doesn't mean as a man I'm just going to sit back and do nothing. But my responsibility as a man in a situation where I'm dating a high-profile celebrity is to stay the fuck out her way and let her do her thing. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to step on her toes or be a distraction or do things to like kind of fuck with what the person got going on, because the idea is whatever work that they're doing, whatever art, like whatever that may be, whatever their work is, we want that to be the conversation. We don't want a conversation that has anything to do with me, because no, truth to be told, nobody gives a fuck about me in this scenario. Everybody gives a fuck about the fucking celebrity that I'm dating. They care about her. She's the star of the show. So what you like, motherfuckers, I understand, man. Women like Savannah James, like LeBron James, you blessed, bro. Cause they don't make them like Savannah James no more, man. They don't. Like, she know how to play a role. Listen, am I going to say that you can't get mad at your significant? Do I feel like Savannah be getting mad at LeBron sometimes? Absolutely. But she's a classy woman. That's a queen right there. She's classy. They be like, you know what? She keep that behind camera, behind closed doors. She don't try to go out her way to embarrass her husband, because she understands that the dynamic in the relationship. This woman right here, and it's like, I've seen that even in TikTok, she was explaining herself, and I'm just like, I don't know how to take you. I don't know how to take you, man. Because I see clips of you saying, well, I got an attitude. And like the way she said it is like, deal with it, nigga. If a nigga said that, over that motherfucking head, we stoning that nigga off a cliff. But she said that, oh, you gotta take it easy, you gotta calm down. We didn't ask. It's not like a situation what happened with Joe Burrow, where he got his house burglarized, and instead of making it about, oh, is the people in his house okay? Is he all right because somebody breaking into your house, disturbing your peace of mind and trying to take your shit? That's like that ain't cool. That's like, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make sure he's straight, and obviously the shit that material things ain't important. But at the same time, it's like, yo, like, you know, you disturbed my peace of mind. You broke into my fucking home and you trying to steal my shit. They made it into, oh, so that's who we with. Oh, so that's different. Right? So when Joe Burrow got pissed off at, you know, the report revealing that somebody he was dating that was none of nobody's business, he didn't ask for that. That's different. Travis, no disrespect to you, bro. You publicized your relationship knowing how famous you are. So how the fuck can you go and turn around and be mad at people for saying what they're saying? You can't do that. You can't. Because at the end of the day, you know what celebrity you are, and you know that motherfuckers are always going to try to pry into your personal life anyway, but you just gave them free access. That's like me, a motherfucker. That's like me putting my social, like, I'm famous as fuck. Like, you know, Bruce Lee, I've made it, my music popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the entertainment career taking off and shit. Phew! We you know what I'm saying? We off to the moon. Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. You ain't cool till I say you cool. Yeah. Pop, smoke the wood, pop. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, on some serious shit. It's like me posting my social security number, and they get mad when motherfuckers start using it to try to sign me up for the army or try to do identity theft. I can't. I put the motherfucker out there like, hey guys, how you doing today? You know, so we're gonna do a little Q&A. I'm gonna let y'all get to know about me. And like, I want to share something very vulnerable with you guys. So I'm gonna put out my driver's license with my address and, you know, date of birth and everything. And I'm also gonna put my social security card because I want to do something different. You know, I want to really connect with my fans. Yeah, all right. You have to connect with the motherfucking police and all the niggas that are the proper authorities, because they're going to use that shit and abuse it. And, like, it's your fault. So for Travis, if you really didn't want this conversation to be about your woman, in a perfect world, everybody should mind their business. But when you make it that easily accessible, because motherfuckers will try to pry into your private life anyway. But when you just basically say, here, this is my private life, y'all. Here it goes. Y'all like it? Y'all like what y'all see? And then you get mad, but when let's talk about my girlfriend, get a life, da-da-da-da. You can't get mad at niggas for that. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You really can't get mad at niggas for that. Because it's your fault. And, shorty, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know how to take you, because you keep talking about God this and God that. Here's a problem with a lot of women. And I ain't gonna say maybe it's, you know, it's a problem with women today. Not everybody, okay? But a lot of them. They got a main character, and not a main character. A lot of them want to stand in front of the man in a relationship. You can't stand in front of the man. You can't. I'm sorry. I know that's not what you want to hear, because and listen, Just because you make more money than a man does not automatically make you the leader. I'm going to say this one more time because I said this on a button video. I'm going to say this shit again. Money and finances does not make you a fucking leader. Being responsible does. Responsibility and accountability when times are good and when times are bad. Making no excuses, the one that prevails, the one that hold everything down in adversity, that is the fucking leader. Not, oh, because you make $3 million and I make maybe $50,000. It doesn't make you the fucking leader. And that's a lot of these women's mindsets nowadays. It's stupid as fuck. But how can you be the leader? You can't even take care of me. Are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? So I want you to take your $3 million ass, if something happened to us or a weird situation where we encounter some thugs, and you go handle business, Mr. $3 million lady. Okay, Oprah, handle your business then. Squabble up, nigga. Squabble up. Eat it up. Do what you gotta do. Squabble up, nigga. Squabble up, motherfucker. Put him up, Oprah Winfrey. Go ahead. Amanda Nunes. Fucking fake ass Ronda Rousey. Put him up. Sound fucking stupid. But look, a lot of women want to stand in front of the man. You know, a wife and a girl, you gotta stand beside your man. You ain't gotta stand behind me, goddammit. I'm not making you my underling, but you gotta stand beside me. And these women ain't trying to do that. And he can't take it. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. There was a cover of Cater to You that low-key dead-ass pissed me off. But it really is the mindset of a lot of these ladies. Like, well, I might, and then basically how the cover was, like, I'll cater to him if he's strong as fuck, and he make this and that. I'm like, oh, I turned this shit off. I was like, listen, I wish I could find that motherfucking cover so I can get that bitch a dislike. Now, not that I could call her a bitch, but get that bitch like I was talking about the song. But I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit pissed me all the way the fuck off. Now, here's the thing. When you have an attitude and you have an attitude problem, those are not things you want to admit out loud. And on top of that, you make it mention a guy. Listen, all of us are hypocrites, and well, I know I'm a hypocrite for sure, 100%. And then at the end of the day, it's a work in progress. You become a better person every day. It's about God this and God that. When you admit it to having an attitude, and your reaction to you having an attitude was just carefree, like, and also you're trying to run that man. You're not the boss. No disrespect outside of people in your circle and Travis, the general public does not give a fuck about you. So you making an 8-minute TikTok video like people give a fuck. They don't. We don't care. We care about Travis. We don't give a fuck about you. Stay in your role. Your role. Play the background. God damn it. Stay beside that man. Get your ass from up the front. We don't want to see you. We here to see Travis, nigga. You're not out there on that fucking football field. He is. He's the star. Play your fucking role. Stand beside that man. But at the end of the day, ain't no point in me getting worked up. Niggas gonna make decisions that they're gonna make. But if anything happens that goes array, God willing, nothing happens. But if it does, it goes array, I'm gonna sit up there. I'm not even gonna talk about, oh, Bruce, what you think about it? Type shit. I'm gonna respond like motherfucker Duke Dennis. Type shit. And that's it. Because niggas gotta make the decisions that they're doing. Like, when Wallow was telling everybody what the right decision was, and niggas decided to do something else anyway, that ain't on Wallow. They on everybody else. Oh, tell Wallow to mind his business. No, he cared about you. He gave you advice. And you didn't take the advice, and you ended up in some bullshit. Don't blame Wallow. Don't blame everybody else that's giving your ass advice, that care about you, that's trying to get you to do the right thing. Blame yourself. Accountability, man. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. He ended up with some bullshit. Hopefully he doesn't. I'm the motherfucking Drewski meme, niggas. Hey, my hands are tied. They're not tied, but they free from your ass. But it is what it is. I mean, my phone been asking to fucking drop, bro. I swear to God. All right, it was fully charged anyway. All right, moving on. Let's start talking about this game. Okay, Jalen Hurts. Don't tell nobody he's elite. Don't tell nobody he's elite. A game today, bro. Let's look at the stats real quick. for your boy. 25 for 32, 290 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen 15 for 45, 1 touchdown. Now, Brady was a little bit nitpicking about the stare down the field thing because I felt like that. One thing I loved about what Kellen Moore did, it seemed like the offense and his team, without even me really hearing anything, I could tell by actions. You know, a lot of it back in the day when we were struggling, it was all words. I could see through action. I could see their game plan was get the ball out quick. The routes were beautiful. I'm talking about like literally made it easy for Jalen to be like, okay, nothing downfield, but boom, hit Devontae. Boom, nothing happened. All right, Calcaterra. You know what I'm saying? And people want to bitch about, man, why did Calcaterra get the ball? Because he's a part of the fucking offense. And he actually is reliable. Shut the fuck up with y'all crying. I would have thought AJ Brown would have got the ball. Now Calcaterra's a part of this fucking offense. And I'm telling you right, so like I told you our last video before, if this nigga is allowed to start, he cleans up his pass blocking, this nigga's gonna be a problem. Like literally the Cheliks of the world, the Zach Ertz, Goddard, he's gonna be next in line. Again, I'm not trying to push Goddard out the door. I still like him. He just gotta stay healthy. But, excuse me, Calcaterra, he's ready. And like if he had to start, like, you know what? They let Goddard go, which I hope they don't. I want to keep Goddard. They let him go. I'm cool with Calcaterra starting. We don't need to draft a tight end. He is a tight end. He's TE1 to me. Just clear up the pass block. He's straight. Because every time he's been in a game, he's been productive. It's not a game I look at him like, damn, he struggled. No, he's productive. Matter of fact, he saved Goddard's ass because Goddard almost gave up the fucking game, fumbled the football. He was right there behind him to pick it up. Calcaterra, to me, he stay healthy. He's elite. I think he's a Pro Bowl tight end. Now, where does he rank? Yeah, cleared the pass blocking, but where does he rank? That's the different conversation. But he's a Pro Bowl caliber tight end right now. And just clear the pass blocking, get a little bit more experience under your belt. And I'm telling you, Calcaterra legit. Well, because he's a part of the motherfucking offense. Because the offense is way more than just Saquon, AJ, and Devontae Smith. Shut up. Stop crying. Shut the fuck without like crying, nigga. But yeah, Jalen played outstanding. Yes, I know Brady was nitpicking about the fact he held onto the ball too long. But I also have to blame the play caller because the play call I felt like throughout the game. One, I think got a little bit one-dimensional after a while just because Saquon. Now, here's the thing. Everyone say, well, Saquon could have had a better game. Let's see what Saquon stats. So Saquon had 19 carries, 65 yards. Here's the thing about what Saquon, though. You can't get on Saquon. And here's the reason why you can't get on Saquon. Because he had a helmet to the fucking knee. I want you to do this. I want you to take a big-ass piece of metal in your house and slap that motherfucker against your knee. Maybe like a nice big-ass porcelain vase. Take a speaker, like one of them big-ass monitor speakers, and slam that motherfucker. Matter of fact, take a guitar and slam that bitch on your knee. And then ask me, how would you be able, you would be able to walk the same for the rest of the fucking day. So you can't really get on Saquon. Saquon didn't have an off game. He was injured. You understand what I'm saying? He had a helmet to his knee. Bro, you can't even fucking walk the same. So, of course, Saquon was going to have an off game. The nigga's injured. He had a helmet to his directly to his knee. You don't just recover from that. Now, the problems with the play calling over time, especially when Saquon was injured and he was getting kept out. I think first and foremost, you got to stop running the ball only out of shotgun. Okay, I think that a lot of the issues were, okay, you keep running the ball out of shotgun, Pittsburgh's stopping it. That doesn't mean you abandon a run. You just got to find different ways to run the ball. You got to do more tosses, more outside plays, and you have to run the ball under center to mitigate those things. And to be honest with you, I feel like that the coaches, Sirianni, whatever, they didn't really trust Gainwell to run a ball, even though he's having a fantastic game. By the way, that spin move he did was fucking sick. And everybody's like, oh, I eat my words on Gainwell. Man, Gainwell's been good. That's some times where I feel like that he needs to elevate his game a little bit more than what he's been doing. Because, you know, if Saquon can't run or he needs to get a breather, he needs to be able to elevate the game. But Saquon, Gainwell to me, you know, he's definitely rebounded 100% from last year. I just feel like that he's just not ready to be a starter running back. But he's rebounded. He's done well for the most part. I don't really have an issue with Kenneth Gainwell. Everybody's expected Gainwell to be fucking Jahmyr Gibbs. No, that's not. You're not gonna be Jahmyr Gibbs or David. No, he doesn't have to be. He's productive. And that's all that matters. He doesn't like. I think the problem with this fan base is everybody got to be superstars. It's not how a fucking team works. A team is not built with everybody being a superstar. You got to have some motherfuckers who are scrappy, who don't care about stats, who willing to fuck around and be an enforcer. Everybody got different roles of a team, but as long as everybody's doing their job and production, that's why when I got on Josh Sweat, I'm like, what the fuck y'all talk about? Because he's not getting the sack numbers yet, but every time I see him, he's always around the ball carrier. He's always in pursuit. He's always doing something to contribute. It's not like a Bryce Huff situation where he's doing nothing. Josh Sweat is actually contributing to the offense, to the defense, sorry. So with Gainwell, y'all just overreacted to the fact that he's just not a starting running back yet. Okay, and that's fine. As long as he's productive, he's doing what he's supposed to do, I don't give a fuck, right? I do think at times he needs to elevate his game a little bit more than just being an okay back. But Gainwell's good in my book, right? But yeah, so I also feel like that over time, they just kind of deviated from the past. And then Derek Gunn said something that didn't make sense. So I think the bald-headed dude that's the host of the Seth Joyner show, whatever. So he was like, yeah, the offense stalled when Saquon was out, which was true. Which actually was true. Derek Gunn was like, I don't think it really lost. I'm like, yes, the fuck it did. The offense was nowhere near productive as like the first 2-3 drives. Because literally, if the team is one-dimensional, it's not, and then also you kind of deviate from the quick passing game a little bit. You start looking down the field. And what they love about Jalen, man, Jalen was actually playing confident. He was doing the same shit he did in the first half of the season before the bye, but he was just being careful. He was being aggressive, giving A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith opportunities and giving them a shot to go make plays down the field. And believe me, they definitely did that. Terry made some plays as well. Jalen Hurts played outstanding. Again, you can nitpick at little things, but I have to give him an A. Everybody was saying, off with the job. I mean, y'all owe that nigga an apology. I don't. At the end of the day, I know Jalen Hurts is elite. I just need consistency. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking for is consistency. I even said that in the video. I said, I don't know what kind of Jalen Hurts I'm going to get every Sunday, right? So at the end of the day, consistency. That's it. But I'm very proud of Jalen Hurts. He stepped up. He played good. Y'all owe that nigga an apology for saying I needed a quarterback. I'm like, bro, everybody's entitled to have a bad game. It's fine. But again, sometimes it does get frustrating when he there's not enough of great games, and it's too many of, and sometimes he has a good game, so he's an okay game. You know what I'm saying? But consistency is where it's at for him. It's not because everyone's saying he can't play from the pocket. He can't throw intermediate passes. Where the fuck y'all get this information from? Outside, y'all niggas just hate the Eagles. So good job by Jalen Hurts shushing the motherfucking critics and the haters and shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Big shout out to Jalen Hurts. Oh! All right, so A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith both had extraordinary games. 8 receptions for 110 yards and a touchdown by A.J. Brown. 11 receptions for 109 yards and a touchdown for Devontae Smith. What they like about what A.J. Brown did, too, he let him know, like, yo, me and Jalen are cool because they did a little dance when he caught, the first touchdown drive. So that was cool, too. One thing I'm gonna nitpick at Sirianni just a little bit. Towards the end of the first half, there's no reason for him to call a timeout. There's not enough time left in the game. It's like about a minute and some change that makes sense. But he's down to 41 seconds. Now ask yourself, your offense is sputtering because right now Saquon has an injury with the helmet to the knee. Explain to me why the fuck. Time is running, so it's against Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh has to hurry up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they don't even have any timeouts at this point in time. Okay, and you're getting the ball back in the second half. So with that said, why does it make sense for you to stop the clock, give Pittsburgh a rest, and allow the Boswell to get a field goal because you just stopped the clock? The likelihood of you scoring a touchdown or getting points on 41 seconds is unheard of. It's a stupid gamble to take. So from that situation, I'm going to nitpick a little bit and say, like, Sirianni, that was a really, really horrible decision on his part. He should have let the time run and let Pittsburgh have to manage their time because the pressure was on them and not necessarily us because we were getting the ball back. Okay. Yes. So let's go on to the defense now. So offense plays spectacular. Shout out to Jalen Hurts, player of the game, looking elite 2022 just all over again. The man was on point. So shout out to Jalen Hurts, man. Salute. All right. So defense time. Josh Sweat played outstanding. Jalen Carter played outstanding. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna mention this really quickly. Okay. So for Clint Hurt, you have to let this man Sirianni coach in that moment. I understand that, I got him. I understand the mentality of a defensive lineman. I get it. But you have to let Sirianni be a coach, okay? Yes, I've criticized Sirianni in the past, but he had every right to get on Jalen Carter for that penalty. I think at the end of the day, I like Carter's aggressiveness. I like that he's a tone setter, okay? But sometimes he goes a little bit too far, does a little bit too much extra shit after the play, and you got to kind of tone it down. Every once in a while, it's fine. When you start doing it, now you're putting a target on your back, and by you just doing what he did, he was wrong for that. Clay Hurt, let Sirianni, and Big Dom too, because he was trying to let him know that he's hot, but you have to let him coach. And I'm glad they hugged it out. But Jalen Carter, you obviously was wrong for that. You know, you can't do too much extra shit after the play, okay? But you have to let Sirianni be a coach, man. And it says sometimes, you know, we're going to be cool with the players, and when you do dumb shit, he got to be able to reprimand his players. So I'm really glad that Sirianni stood on business at the press conference and say, hey, you know, we cannot make plays like that, right? And we got to do better. So I'm glad he stood on business. You got to let this man be a coach, okay? You have to let him do it, all right? Nolan Smith was fucking fantastic. He's having a low-key of fantastic. Nigga got 5.5 sacks. That's more than some of these starters. So Nolan Smith had a fantastic game. Very, very dominant, all over the ball. Like, he was all over the field. So shout out to Nolan Smith, man. The leap, and that's because of Fangio doing a great job and those position coaches doing a fantastic job of actually developing these goddamn players. So shout out to Vic Fangio, and shout out to Nolan Smith for taking that leap forward. Kobe Dean did his thing a little bit. We already Blankenship back. I thought he was going to be out because of the concussion. He came back. He made some plays for sure. I didn't like now, in the replay, I'm like, okay, I guess I see why they made the call. But in real time, it felt like it was a clean hit by Blankenship. And even Brady, who's a quarterback, who's the rules definitely benefited him to an extent. Even it was like, yo, like, you know, we got to stop calling these calls, because it's like, if you late sliding, and it wasn't like an egregious hit, he just hit him in the chest. Right? You can't be late sliding and expect the defender to just do nothing but allow him to get extra yards. You can't do that. That's not fair to Blake. So I wasn't really a fan of that call, to be honest with you. I wasn't a fan of that call. Okay. Bond played pretty spectacular as always. I don't have any problem with Bond. Quinyon Mitchell and Darius Slay. Darius Slay, man. Slay, big play Slay. I owe you an apology, sir, and I apologize. I was too hard on you. I talked too much shit against you. I was really out of control. Like, low-key, how you been playing this year overall? And again, you did some things I don't like, and I had to address it in a way that was more blunt than I probably should have. So I apologize for being disrespectful. Okay, I definitely went too far. What you did to number 8 after that dude Washington, that tight end, I respect the fuck out you, bro. And all these crybabies, hey, he threw a bunch. The motherfucker tried to act like it was fucking blindside. And I think it was a situation that happened to Slay at one point in time, and Slay happened to let it go. So I think it was New Orleans or some shit like that. Slay, remember that play? Said, hell no. And they go, bop, right in his face. Bop, good. I was over there like motherfucking Tupac, like, hell yeah. I was over there like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how he was a goddamn Juice and shit. Nigga, I was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like booyah, pow! Like, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking like motherfucking Tupac and the motherfucking, goddamn, was also in the goddamn game. Like, Slay. My apologies for being disrespectful. If I ever said anything or did something out the way, I apologize, man. And I followed you back on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you don't block me or whatever. I respect you. I don't give a fuck at this point in time if you do something that I don't really like. I know that deep down in your heart, especially where you've been playing very physical. Your tackling is really good this year. Very good this year. I like the way you tackle this year. And what you did in that moment, man, showed me a lot. That's what the fuck I want to see. And that's what we was waiting on, man. Like, we know you was a halfway decent player. We wanted to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can't be playing defense and be soft. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. Good job. And Quinyon, shout out to you for coming to the defense of your teammate, bro. Good shit. And everybody was getting mad at us not getting the flag. Good. It's not blindside, bitch ass nigga. No, this not blindside. This is the NFL. This not blindside. Oh, coach, it was time for him to go home. Now it's time for your ass to go home. Take this penalty, nigga. Take that flag, nigga. Fuck out of here. Take that flag. Take that goddamn flag like the World Cup, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Go, Colosso! Take that motherfucking flag, nigga. Enjoy. We are the world. We are the people. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Take that flag, nigga. Get out of there with that bullshit. Yeah, you got caught doing some dirty shit. And matter of fact, it was some more dirty shit because they tried to clip N'Kobe Dean. The refs called it. But they tried to clip N'Kobe Dean on some bullshit. I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying? The refs are a little bit better. A little bit better. But Mike Tomlin got mad. You can't get mad. Yo, your players are trying to do dirty shit, and at the end of the day, they got called for it. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I got a lot of respect for T.J. Watt. I always did, man. I thought T.J. Watt was robbed of some defensive players of the year because of the fact that Aaron Donald happened to be the more popular name. And even Aaron Donald himself admitted that T.J. Watt should have gotten way more defensive players of the year. It's going to be an interesting conversation when it's all said and done. Who's the better player between him and his brother? Because that man is dominant. I have never seen Lane Johnson. And Lane Johnson did some things where he got him. But T.J. Watt got 2 sacks. And he got Lane Johnson. Even Lane Johnson after the game was like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. Like, he didn't even want to go one-on-one. So T.J. Watt's the only person that literally has been competitive. That's why I told you he's the best defensive player in the league. I've been telling y'all to be like, no, he's not. No, he's not. The only people that actually see what I'm saying is fucking goddamn Pittsburgh fans. Everybody else like, no, he's not the best defensive. No, he's been injured. No. Like, get the fuck. Like, yeah, watch football and then come talk. Watch the actual, like, fuck Madden Super Sim, nigga. Watch football, real NFL football. You know what I'm talking about. Get out of here, bro. Like, yo, T.J. Watt is legit. He's the best defensive player until he just fall off the face of the earth. He's the best defensive player in the league. And that's respect to Max Crosby and Myles Garrett for what they're doing. And Micah Parsons, too. That man, he's the best. Hands down, no matter what, right? Cooper DeJean, he did fumble. And so did Jalen Hurts. But again, I'm not going to kill Jalen Hurts over the fumble. It happens. Evidently, you don't want to protect the ball situation. And I feel like in the situation where T.J. Watt forced the fumble, you want to try not to fight for extra yards when it doesn't make sense to do so. So that's a learning experience. I'm not going to kill Jalen Hurts over that. He had a great game other than that. I still give him an A. Cooper DeJean, it's not because he can't do it. I think he can't do punt returns. He's too fucking valuable of a defensive player for him to get injured. If he gets injured, that's a huge piece of our defense missing. Then we got to resort to Maddox, and Maddox going to get fucking cooked like a goddamn, like Chef Ramsay's kitchen in that bitch. We cannot have resort to Maddox. So they need to find a way to get Shipley involved, bring a Nia Smith back. If he's injured, not injured, I don't know what's going on with him. John Ross, maybe. They need to figure out who they can put at punt return because even though Cooper DeJean can do it, I'm not cool with him doing punt return. I'm just not. He's going to get injured because they're going to smack the shit out of him. I'm not. So, Cooper DeJean fumble, you want to hold on to it, but it's like, he don't belong out there anyway. He can do it, yes, but, like, I don't want him to do it. It's no reason. I understand Brent Covey's out, but you got Nia Smith, you got goddamn Shipley. One of them going to have to step up to the plate. It is what it is. But he's too valuable of a piece of our defense, and he's really, him going to this defense really just changed the whole dynamics, okay? Jake Elliott, to wrap up this video, I owe you an apology. And for those that don't know, on the last video, I was saying that, kickers, when they get a slump, they don't ever come back up. I mean, Jake Elliott, and this time, when I was saying he came back, I'm like, yo, these are chip shot ass field goals. No, this nigga was hitting 40, 50 yarders. So, I don't know, maybe it was something personal in Jake Elliott's life. He was going to some kind of tragedy, whatever. But he was sharp this game. So, Jake Elliott, I apologize to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. Welcome back. Yay! Yippee-ki-yay! You're back! Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Nah, and all jokes aside, salute to Jake Elliott, man. I have to eat my words for sure. Lick my fingers too, like James Winston. But yeah, that's it for the video, man. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna have to see y'all post-Christmas. So the Commanders game, once again, we win that game. We own the NFC East. So yeah, we own the NFC East. So we got our work cut out for us. But other than that, man, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching the video. I'll see y'all after Merry Christmas. You don't celebrate that. Happy holidays. However y'all want to slice it. This video, I'm going to try to get it up as soon as possible. But, can't make no guarantees. That's all I got to say, man. Peace! All right.